Hey, it's great to welcome in Sharon Don to the show. Sharon, appreciate you taking the time. How did you even get involved with the TGR Learning Lab?
Yeah, so actually, I found out about it from my mom. I feel like moms know everything. And she basically was like, "Hey, I saw this in a news article. Like, you should consider joining this program." And let me tell you, when I did, it was one of the greatest decisions I ever made.
Why?
Well, honestly, because it just gave you access to classes that you would never have normally as a high school student. Like I got to take biotechnology, robotics, rocket science, of course, golf. And that's also where I had learned my passion about video production. And I'm actually used to being a little bit on screen camera because I grew up as a child actress. But at the foundation is where I learned more behind the scenes. I learned how to produce my own commercials, my own films. And it all started just from getting the access, getting the tools.
I want to hear a little bit about the golf, but first I want to hear, specifically, what were some of your most memorable experiences that you had in the Learning Lab?
Oh gosh, I think it was learning stop motion animation because that's where I signed up for a contest where I made a little stop motion commercial that also ended up getting featured on the Golf Channel, actually, because I won a contest with it.
That's incredible. And you also won an award. You made a PSA that aired on national television that you produced. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, so that's actually the one I was talking about. That's where I learned stop motion animation. And it started as simple as with just post-it notes because I didn't have access to many items. And I basically just took post-it notes and spent several weeks on just a 30-second commercial. It really made me value just like the different forms of video, especially stop motion.
People think about Tiger Woods and they think about golf, but with the creation of the TGR Learning Labs, what does it say about Tiger's commitment to education and helping young people?
Oh my gosh, that commitment is just so high. Like it that education was the sole focus of the foundation. Like when I went there, they just wanted to expose you to every possible, career opportunity. And that's where I was like, "Oh wow, it kind of almost felt like being in a mini college because you could just dabble in all these different courses." And the best part was that it was pretty much free.
What experience did you have prior, Sharon, with golf, and what did sort of that experience inside the Learning Lab do for you and your sort of love of the sport?
Yeah, so I had zero experience with golf before the Learning Lab and Foundation. And there is when it always seemed too intimidating, because you're like, how do you get into that? But at the Learning Lab and the Foundation, they really make it accessible. They make it easy to join and friendly and fun. And that's also where actually is where I ended up getting connected with the Southern California Golf Association, where I worked in marketing later down the line.
Wow. So you've done a lot in your young life, but you mentioned being a child actress. I'm going to put you on the spot. Meryl Streep, Drew Barrymore, Julia Roberts. Who's your favorite actress and why?
Oh my goodness. That's quite the question I never got before. Gosh, well, when you're gonna pick like that, I'd have to say, I mean, of the ones you've picked, Drew Barrymore, because it kind of has that similar. She also grew up, yeah, as a child actress, and she kind of just has this natural, authentic vibe to her, and she just can connect with people on a personal level.
Oh, that's a great one to pick, and you have very similar qualities as well. Sharon, congratulations on all you've accomplished and really explaining what the TGR Learning Lab is all about. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much.